Hi everyone, this is Emanuele from Italy, but you know me better as Evil Dead Italia. So, after speaking with other Carver O'Neill about her role in Ash vs. Evil Dead, we were excited to continue exploring the world of the show from another perspective. This time we sat down with Katrina Hobbs, who played Candice Barr, Brandy's mother and Ash's ex-wife in Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3. From the shocking family revelation to her unforgettable Deadite transformation, Katrina role added both drama and gore to the series. So, without any further ado, welcome, Katrina.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Lovely to see you. To add
It's a pleasure.
drama and gore. It's like a double whammy, right?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks
Thank
for joining us in this cycle of interviews. And I would like to start with a strange question, but I think it's fun. Uh, How did you come to play Candace Barr in Ash vs. Evil Dead? Did you know about the horror comedy tone of the show before joining? I mean, everyone is mad in that series. So,
yeah.
do you know?
Yeah. Yes. Well, I auditioned, but I had been given, a few clues about the character and about the show, of course, and the tone of the show, as you're saying, the comedy side to it. And I absolutely loved auditioning because I do quite a lot of drama, so it was quite fun to do something that was just like crazy. And I was very lucky, and I got the part. And yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, I didn't, to be honest, I'd never even seen Ash versus Evil Dead, the film. I cannot handle horror. I'm such a wuss. So I made myself watch it. I was like, "Ah!" But actually ended up loving it. It's such a kind of cult film. So that was great. And I was very excited to be part of the team.
It's fun because this one of not being an horror fans is a very common threat.
Oh,
I
yeah.
noticed it interviewing people during years. So
Yeah.
even the ladies of Evil Dead that make the very first movie in 1981, she did she don't like horror movies at all. I mean,
And
it's
I
funny.
was, I'm
It's funny.
terrible. Even though I know how everything's done, when I go into a film, I'm just like, oh, yeah, just totally useless.
That's fantastic. Um, so, how would you describe your character? What was your approach to bringing her to life in such a chaotic supernatural world?
Good word to put it. Chaotic supernatural. Well, actually, Candice had kind of two sides to her. When she met Ash, it was, this explosive love at first sight, crazy night that they had together. And it was kind of just a very, very brief fling. But that was a long time ago for her. And out of that came her wonderful daughter, Brandy, well, their wonderful daughter, Brandy. So when she is reintroduced to the series and to Ash, it's quite a surprise to him. But she is a very grown up, mature woman who's got a grown up daughter. So she's a very different person to who he remembered. And that kind of plays out in quite a funny way. So it was quite fun doing the sort of flashback series of scenes, and then the series when she's substantially more mature, shall we say, until she turns into another demon. So that it was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. And my first question is that the next question was just about the flashback of Ash weddings.
Mm.
Uh, did you get any fun behind the scene moments while recreating that wedding? I mean, I remember the costumes they were, let's say,
Oh,
funny. I mean,
it was quite hilarious for both Bruce and I, and we had stunt people as well because I had to be kind of thrown against a wall. We had one very funny moment where the wall started to because I was thrown just a little bit too hard, not by anyone's fault, and didn't no harm was done at all, but it was just quite funny because I was kind of like, whoa. It was very funny. The costumes were hilarious. They were, obviously very 80s style. My hair was like out here. It was just like way high. Makeup was insane. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do because we did that just on one particular day. And I mean, it took us almost the whole day to shoot it, but it was enormous fun to do and very tight locations. Apart from the wedding scene, which was like on a sort of stage, and that was great fun. But yeah, It was hilarious. It was very much ad-libbed, the whole thing. We kind of,
Yeah.
there was no dialogue scripted or anything. We just sort
Yeah,
of
yeah. And then there is another part in which you need a huge preparation, I suppose. When you die and you transform in a Deadite. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So can you walk us through the preparation for your makeup and prosthetics for those scenes?
The prosthetics. Oh, okay, so this is the one thing that I was quite nervous about, and they did say to me, "Look, do you get claustrophobic?" And I was like, "No, I'm pretty good. I'm fine." And they said, "Because we're going to do a body cast, but not a body cast, like a cast from, I think it was just sort of here over my head and down the back." But that meant that my ears were covered, my eyes were covered, mouth covered, and I had to do it twice, once screaming, and as though I'm dying, and once with a still mouth. And that was it was 45 minutes I had to sit there. And luckily I practiced a bit of meditation, but not for 45 minutes and not in a very hot, like you can't hear and you can't see. I had people holding my hands, which was amazing. But yeah, I did get claustrophobic and I did freak out a bit. What they didn't tell us until sort of, so you get half an hour of the plaster of Paris over your head, and then at half an hour, it's like a switch goes and there's a chemical mix, and it gets hot, but very hot. Like it feels like it's not burning your face, but it feels like there's a heater, like boom on your face and all down my chest. And I was just like, oh, and I was just going, ah, because I couldn't obviously speak or anything. They were like, oh, it's that time. Oh, okay. And they talked me through it. They were incredible, like just the whole group of people. But it was a very strange environment to walk into, because I walked in and there was white plastic all over the floor, a la Dexter. You know, like the whole room was white plastic, a giant chair, like a dentist chair, that they lay me back in. And I was like, this is really scary. And I'd never met, like this is my first day meeting everybody, because I had to do this prior to us filming and obviously makeup checks and everything. So yeah, that was a lot. And then obviously the makeup was very intense. Like my call times would be sort of 3 a.m. to be on set by 6. So there'd be 3 hours of putting the prosthetics on, and then an hour and a half to take it off. So they're long days.
And it was worse the part. I mean, the makeup is let's say for the diet is easy, is something you can bear, or it's.
Yeah, I mean, look, you just do. It's not the end of the world at all. Like I was lucky in that once I had all the makeup on, I could still, well, I couldn't do anything with my fingers because I had these crazy long nails that came out to about here.
Yeah.
But I could still, you know, I could sit and watch television. You know, while I wasn't filming, I was able to do. I think going to the bathroom, not possible. So we had to sort of navigate timing there.
And let's say it was always you, or there was some stunts. I mean, the fight.
No, this one was always me. Well, obviously, Candice was decapitated.
Yeah,
that was me. I did that. I did all of that. Obviously, that's just required to fall over. No, there was nothing. There was no major stunts in this one. I think. Well, obviously, when my character died, that was quite fun. But we didn't. I didn't have to. I was just in a coffin.
Yeah.
So you know, there was nothing too major for me to do, which was lucky because I'm not a great stunty. I do need a.
Okay, the next question was about the prosthetics. I have, but you already, let's say, replied to that. But I have a question. How is watching your very face on a table? I mean, did you see the prop?
Oh my gosh, yes. They actually took a photo of me beside it, and it's like holding my own head. It was really strange, and also you're kind of going, is that what I look like? It looks eerie and very, I'm going to say disconnected, which it obviously is, but it looks so strange because you're like, there's no soul in there. That's what, you know, you look into someone's eyes and you can see the workings of their soul and what they're thinking and all that sort of thing. None of that. It was just like, it was kind of just like dead, and I was just going, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, woo! But yeah, interesting.
Okay, so were those interstellar scenes more funny, scary, or stressful to shoot? How did the
What's it
casting crew? Sorry, I pronounced it very badly. Um, were those intense horror scenes more funny, scary, or stressful to shoot? How did the cast crew keep the energy up in the set?
Oh, you. Well, I mean, it's a very practical thing as an actor. You need to know when you have to keep your energy. So I've been doing it a while now. I just kind of go, okay, I need to, if we're not shooting at that moment, I'll just quietly go away and sit on a side chair. But yeah, there was a lot of energy involved in the shoot. Pretty much most of the scenes with my character were just a lot. She was really on, especially when she was dead. But but it was. I mean, mostly it was the most extraordinary, sort of excited atmosphere on set because everyone's so happy to be on the shoot. It's a really fun shoot, a great crew, and everybody that's working on it is loads of fun. So there's just sparking energy the whole time. I think the only tricky thing is when you finish filming, coming home and going, okay, I've got to learn tomorrow's scenes and calm down. That I found hard.
Okay, so then, do you have a favorite scene or moment from Candace arc? Something that was memorable, shocking, or just wild to
No,
think?
just the first time we see her is when she's going up to Ash and saying, "Don't you remember me?" And she punches him, and I love that. That was just a lot of fun, just in general, because I had to walk through this huge crowd of people, and it was kind of like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I said, what if I just hit him? I went, yeah. I was like, is that okay? Luckily, he's a good sport. He was totally fine. Yeah, no, go for it. So that was a lot of fun. We kind of just played with it.
And that specific scene, you have to rehearsal, or it was just one take? I mean,
No, everything rehearse and record. So the way we shoot it is they'll set everything up and they'll do like a broad rehearsal with action. So you've got all of the props in the scene, all of the extras, all of the people, and we're in the shoot. So rehearsals, sometimes we do like a table read, and then we go in and shoot on set. And so we rehearse it until we're ready to shoot, and we were all very primed and ready. So the rehearsals weren't long, and so it was quite quick. It was great. It was great. I mean, we were lucky because we had multiple cameras. Quite often you shoot with just one camera, and then you do a wide and you come in for close-ups and so forth and over shoulders. But this. I mean, we did maybe 2 other shots in most scenes. Generally, it was all shot. We had 3 or 4 cameras, so it was great. Very, very flexible for an actor. Like it gives you a lot of freedom.
Coming back to your character death and to make up again. When you were decapitated, you have a let's say a symbol. I don't know what is the right word.
Yes, it was like a symbol that was thrown across.
Yes,
at me.
so it was some kind of prop. It was already your fake head there.
Yes. So, well, the way we shot it was I had to stand there, and then it came, and then they would cut. They call cut, and what would happen is so they did that with CGI. So they threw it, and then they put me in front, and then I had to stop breathing, and they did the sort of close up shot, and then the all obviously in CGI. The head, what they did was they just sliced it, and then there was just blood coming out. But embarrassingly, I'd never done this before. I'd never been decapitated before, so in a show, so I passed out because I stopped breathing for so long, and I was like really in the moment, and then I just went whoof, like ah. But it was absolutely fine. They're amazing. Like they put all these mats down just in case something happened, and it was lucky because I just sort of quietly went down. They were like, "Oh, what happened?" I said, "I'm so sorry. I just got a little bit overexcited about it." But yeah.
Okay. Now another kind of question. Without going too sentimental, how did you approach Candace's dynamic with Brandy and Dash amidst all the chaos? The chaos, sorry.
Oh, that was like chaos. Well, we had a great like Brandy and Candace had a very close relationship from like as soon as they came in, and Ash kind of was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I don't want to borrow it. But then starts to kind of go, oh, actually, it's kind of cool having a daughter, and maybe the ex-wife is not so bad. But it's quite a fun dynamic. Like, it's along with the energy of the show, it's kind of like it's a rollicking relationship that the three of them go on. And then Brandy, once Candice is gone, partially, Brandy gets really involved with Ash, which is great. It's really, really fun.
Great. And okay, so this is another question of about gore and makeup, but from another perspective. I mean, did wearing the makeup and performing the stunts influence of your approach to your character in those scenes? I mean, how much the being having so heavy makeup can change your acting?
Absolutely. Having the makeup and wardrobe and so forth is always it's like the final step to kind of make you go, okay, here I am. Like, here's the character I've worked on and I've helped create. And so this sort of character was extraordinary in that sense, because just one look in the mirror and you're like, wow, this is where I'm at now. And she was fantastic. Like, especially the flashback scenes, that was quite 20 years earlier, and I was just like, how are we going to do this? I said, be fine. And it was great fun. You just could kind of get your head back into it. And with that kind of makeup was amazing, because it was very 80s style and big hair and everything big, and it was really fun. And then we went, when my character died, then she kind of, like, it was really the way they did the makeup, it made me feel quite kind of like, brings out your evil side, so it makes it quite a bit more fun. It was great. It was really good to do.
Wow, it's fantastic. I mean,
it was fun.
Watching on IMDb, it was not your first collaboration in a Rob Tappert production. I see you were both on Hercules and Xena, if I'm not wrong, but with different character. Can you tell something about those experiences?
Oh gosh, yes. I worked. I think it was Xena first. A long time ago, but it was so much fun. And Rob is such a lovely, lovely producer. He's just so fantastic to work with. And so I probably started Xena, like 25 years ago, and then worked on that. I did a couple of different episodes on that, and then I did. Oh no, sorry, it was Hercules first. It was Hercules first, wasn't it? Hercules and then other way around. Hercules first, and then Xena. And Xena, I had a really fun role in Hercules where I was this princess who was possessed, which was loads of fun. And I had these really amazing contact lenses, which were quite dark. So every time I walked in the studio, I had to have someone walking with me because I couldn't see a thing. So I was constantly performing with these really heavy, like dark lenses. And then that was when she'd been possessed. And then she was saved by Hercules, which was all great, loads of fun. And then in Xena, I was a warrior princess, which was amazing fun. I did a lot of fight sequences, and I became good with a sword, but boy, was I terrible initially. I'm just not a natural fighter, but it was amazing fun to do.
And both the production were filmed in New Zealand, right?
Yeah. They were all shot in New Zealand, including Ash vs. Evil Dead. We had a lot of filming here, especially with Rob. He did loads of productions here, and we had. I think Hercules and Xena would have been close to 20 years of straight production of all the shows. So it was a lot of work for a lot of people. So we were very grateful to have them here and to be involved. I was very grateful.
That's great. And I have a last question. Mm-hmm. What are you working on now? And are there any upcoming projects you are particularly excited about?
Well, at the moment, I've sort of moved away from acting a little bit. Not intentionally, it's just that other life sort of took over. And I do a lot of interior design, and I have my own store. So I'm sort of working more on a more practical level in life, I suppose to say. Every now and again, I'll get asked to do things. And I had a really fun show, again, a murderer, called The Broken Wood Mysteries. And I did that a couple of years ago, and it was so much fun. It was fabulous. So yeah, I mean, I've been doing little bits and pieces here and there, but life has sort of taken a different turn for me and more into the design world, which is something that I studied previously. So it's great to have that other string to your bow in this industry.
Wow, that's fantastic and
Thank you.
and great. Anyone did anyone recognize you from your roles when they come in your store? Or
Yes. Well, it's funny because they kind of go, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Actually, someone recognized me from Ash, and it was very funny because they were like, "She just looks so familiar. I'm not sure why." And I was like, "Oh," chatting away. My head's in like the store, so I was completely not what they were thinking about what they were thinking. And then they said, "You weren't in Ash vs Evil Dead, were you?" And I was like, "Yes, I was." "Oh my god!" They're like, "You look so different." I said, "Well, I'm alive also, so that's." So yeah, yes, it does happen, and it is. It's very lovely. I mean, I've been doing this for so long now that I'm, it's not a surprise or anything like that. But it's very lovely when people sort of recognize the work that you've done. I mean, as they do in any field, it's lovely to have your work recognized. But it's kind of a like, oh, that's cool.
Great, that's great. And so, thank you so much, Katrina.
You're very welcome.
It's been amazing to hear about the behind the scenes work and your take on Candy Barr. Fans will really love learning more about your experience on Ash vs Evil Dead and your current project. So thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. So nice to meet you, and thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day or a nice evening, depending on your time zone.
Thank you to all your fans and your listeners. It's lovely to be able to talk to you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.